The tight end position in fantasy is currently an absolute disaster. So today we're going to talk about 5 stashes for tight ends that could find value in 2023 and prove to be not only productive contributors to your fantasy team, but real life good NFL tight ends, of which there are currently very few. The first one on the list, it is Jelani Woods of the Indianapolis Colts. Now, Woods, obviously a 3rd round pick in last year's draft, is the ultimate upside pick. You can put it that way. He is a size speed freak. The man is 6'7". He ran a 4.61 and has a 94th percentile speed score. Basically, he has all of the tools to be an elite producer at the tight end position. He has one game where he was the premier tight end on the roster due to injury. In that game, he finished as the tight end 2 with 8 receptions for 98 yards. That is the kind of tantalizing upside you look at and say, okay, he could turn into a top 5 tight end in 2 years. I am holding Jelani Woods in every single format. I'm going to hold him probably 2, maybe 3 years if we don't even see anything. These type of guys don't just grow on trees. You don't find that size, that speed just out in the wild. It doesn't exist. I will take the chance on Jelani Woods. Again, give up a 3rd round pick for somebody that's low on him because he hasn't flashed enough, or maybe he's on waivers in some shallow dynasty leagues. Scoop him up there as well. Second on our list here, it is Chigoziem Okonkwo of the Tennessee Titans. And right now, he's a hot name, right? That is no doubt. And his availability on Sleeper and dynasty leagues is starting to dwindle. He's still available in 55% of leagues. Chigoziem Okonkwo over the last 2 weeks as the real tight end 1 here has given us 2 tight end 1 weeks. And what you're seeing with him is basically they're using him as a field-stretching weapon, which this offense desperately needs. You know, not only with Treylon Burks, but they need a second option. Robert Woods is clearly not it at this point in his career, but Chigoziem Okonkwo could be moving forward in 2023, 2024. He's currently 7th among tight ends in average depth of target. He's also 1st in yards per reception, averaging over 15 yards a catch. And then when he does get on the field, he's being targeted at an insanely high clip. He has a 31% target rate. That is 2nd in the NFL among tight ends. 3rd on the list, it is Isaiah Likely. I know he's a handcuff. He's a handcuff tight end. He's the only handcuff tight end I've ever wanted to roster. There's no other backup, a clear backup to an elite tight end that I'm like, yes, get me Noah Gray behind Travis Kelce. No, I don't really care about that. But Isaiah Likely is different. We have 2 games of him acting as the tight end 1 in this offense. He puts up a tight end 2 and a tight end 9 finish. If anything were ever to happen to Mark Andrews, I'm probably ranking Likely as a top 5 tight end week in and week out. He is that good, and he is a converted wide receiver, so you know the receiving ability is there. So again, Isaiah Likely, scoop him up now. He's flashed plenty, needs to be rostered in every league. Number 4, we have the New York Giants rookie tight end, Daniel Bellinger. And Bellinger is different from the first 3 here. Bellinger is a shockingly good athlete, don't get me wrong, right? Running a 4.67 and 88th percentile speed score, but he doesn't play or is not utilized as athletic as he is, right? You're looking at an average depth of target of 2.5 yards. So he is not used as a field stretcher. But basically what we've seen from Bellinger is he's established himself as a part of the offense when he's healthy. As a rookie tight end, that's extremely difficult to do. Again, you're not seeing it with Woods, Likely, or Okonkwo until now, week 15. So there is something to be said for him showing, potentially Freiermuth levels of upside, which means I don't think he ever gets to the top 5 of tight ends, right? I just don't think he's that type of route runner. They're not going to utilize him that way. But he very much should be, a potential back-end tight end 1 next year. That is in his range of outcomes. You stash him now on the potential of a mini breakout season and hope for more. And number 5 on our list, it is one of Addison's breakout tight ends that he also touched on in our breakout video. Link, Addison, drop it. It's Cade Otton of the Tampa Bay Bucks. And Cade Otton, first of all, has already supplanted Cameron Brate as the tight end 1 in Tampa. Not easy to do again as a rookie. If you look at what he's done since week 4 when he kind of took over that job due to injury, he is the tight end 14 in points per game. And again, as a rookie, that is very impressive. And then when you look at games where Cameron Brate didn't even play, he's averaging over 10 points a game. That is fantastic. Now, a lot of that obviously comes with having Brady as your quarterback, being utilized in the red zone with a down season from Mike Evans. So there's factors at play here. But as this team starts to transition away from Brady, which probably happens after this season, you could see Mike Evans get traded. You could see Chris Godwin get moved. And basically, you could be looking at a scenario where Cade Otton is the 1 or 2 in a probably pretty bad offense, but the volume could be there, right? Cade Otton has flashed enough to say, all right, I'm intrigued with the upside. Even without Brady, I think there's talent and athleticism and skill, and there's just a knack for being open in the red zone, which he's done a very good job of. But in today's landscape, you need guys that have the potential to finish as top 10 tight ends. And Cade Otton absolutely has that. We're seeing it already, right, as a rookie, which is very difficult to do. All right, guys, that is all I have for you. Again, if you like what we're doing, subscribe to the channel. If you have questions, you have comments, drop that down below as well. As always, thank you for watching, and we will see you next time.